the 2026 Wall of Fame recipient.
In 1989, the Matthews family asked me to move from Marion, Ohio. Became a small minority owner of the dealership, and then through that time just worked with the Matthews family, and eventually in 1998 I was able to purchase the entire dealership. So we started with 35 employees, and now we're over 60 employees. We've had employees that have gone through the technician training programs, where now they are full certified technician with Ford Motor Company. So it's nice to see the growth and people that have spent a lot of years here. When I came to Worcester, one of the first couple of people I met was Ron Holtman, and who's been just an asset and a counselor for so many years.
Mike came out of Ford Motor Company. He was an exec there, really wanted a dealership. He acquired eventually the Matthews dealership, and as part of that, he began to realize that owning a business in a community was important to be involved in the community. And so he and his wife became involved in many different charities, and they not only gave their time and expertise, but they made substantial contributions as well. Mike is a great example of how a local business can get involved in its community to improve the life for everyone here.
And if it wasn't for Dan Waldron, who was the president of the bank locally and giving me a loan at a very young age and not sure how I'm going to pay it back, he took a chance on me. And what's really nice is now I'm able to help people that, pay it forward, as they say. So it's always a pleasure to help some young individuals out and give them opportunities that were afforded me. That's one of the things we like to continue to do between Duper and I, is to help out as many people as we can. We've had the opportunity to work with a lot of organizations and charities, and probably one of the first that we got involved with was Every Woman's House, which became 180. I think the biggest piece that you learn is working with organizations and charities, and it could be anything from the Red Cross to the Chamber of Commerce, the library, and even NAMI. Having the opportunity to be like honorary chair, you learn so much about those organizations and really learn what needs are out there for the public, and learn a lot about the community that without being involved with those organizations would have never known that.
Mike and I have been friends for a long time. Mike, not only fundraising and nonprofit organizations, but even through the dealership. On Veterans Day, gives all the veterans free oil changes. Now, there's so many ways that he's given back to the community. It's just hard to tell you how many things. I will say that Worcester is so fortunate to have Mike Pallotta as a community member. Mike is all about Worcester, and when it comes to purchasing anything, he really, really wants to keep his business in town.
Well, I think it's important for any individual or business that's in a community to work with that community, because individuals and businesses have helped this community grow, and the development has really been tenfold. Being notified by Samara that I was getting the Wall of Fame, I was extremely surprised. When you think of Stan Galt being the first recipient of the Wall of Fame, then all the honorees from that time forward, that's a pretty impressive group of individuals that have done so much more for the community than I. But what an honor to be considered and to receive this award. So people ask, why do you do what you do? So growing up in the family, my parents were always giving, and you learn that no matter what, the little bit you can help, even if it's just $1 or $2 or an hour of your time, it means so much, and you don't have to be the big contributor. So none of this would have ever happened if it wasn't for the Matthews family giving me the opportunity to come here to Worcester. And then Dan Waldron, who to this day I don't know why he gave me a loan. And when I told him I can only pay him 4 times a year because my bonus came quarterly, but the handshake meant everything. So that doesn't happen in today's world. And then, most importantly, my parents, and then Duper and Joey, because they've been very supportive for all the years. So, and there's so many more friends and family to thank. So it's a big list. It's a big list.
Congratulations, Mike, on receiving the Wall of Fame award. It's a great honor and well-deserved.
Congratulations to you, Mike, on a well-deserved Wall of Fame award.
Congratulations, Michael Pallotta.